What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Mithrim here. Um, yeah, I didn't get to go over my deck that I was running for my Friday Night Magic. It's probably one of my favorite decks that I've made, and I've worked on it for a while, and there's still a couple tweaks that I'm still working out. But here's what I got. It is a mono black. I feel like it's mono black control with alternate win in effect. So, of course, land base. I've got 20 swamps. I'm not gonna count them out. And then 4 Ink Moth Nexus. Everybody's running them, so you kind of need it. And of course, since I'm playing mono black, and I've got 20 swamps, I've got 4 Lash Rates. One of them is Japanese. If you don't know what it does, that's what it does. It's absolutely ridiculous. This thing gets huge later on in the game. And, yeah. So, for the control, first thing I work with is discard. So, I run 4 Despise. It's a nice 1-drop. And, some people don't really like to run all 4, but I like to run all 4 because even later on in the game, even if they don't have a creature in their hand, I really like to know what they have, just so I can get a good idea of what I'm up against, just so I don't run into anything that completely surprises me or screws everything up. And of course, for Distress, this is my only old one I have. The rest are M12. Oh, I messed it up. Yep. Another great discard, and yeah, works out pretty nicely. Especially, I usually use it mostly for utility, being able to see what they have in their hand. Especially in the first game, you want to know what kind of deck they're running, so that you can kind of have a game plan for later on. And then, of course, I have 2 surgical extractions. I thought I had 3. Just kidding, okay, I have 2. Works really nicely, especially if I'm up against, like, there's a specific creature or some sort of combo that the deck runs. You can totally screw it over with surgical extraction. I like to use it against counter spells because those are really irritating and it's really hard to get around if you're playing mono black. And then, of course, the Diabolic Tutor. I got 2 of them, I'm not running 4. I will get back to that to explain. And then, for creature removal, I won this one yesterday, actually. Go for the Throat. It's a cool promo. And then I've got a normal one over there. But, creature removal, I've got Go for the Throat, Doom Blades. Oh, I don't have the... Okay, I didn't set up the sideboard, but it's around here somewhere. I have 2 of each, so I mean, just in case they're running artifacts, or if they're running mono black as well. And then in my sideboard I have the other 2 Go for the Throat and the other 2 Doom Blades, just in case. I've got 3 Dismembers. 4 was a little bit too much. I was losing a little bit too much life, so 3 is a pretty nice number. And then I have a 4th one just in case I really need it, because right here this is kind of a lot of creature removal already, so that's pretty nice. And then the all-important creatures of the game, or of the deck. I've got 2 Entomber Exarchs. I just put them in the other day. Really great utility. Another discard type of thing, but he has 4 to play, so I really wanted to use it more for the return target creature card from your hand, or from your graveyard to your hand. So that's really nice. Then I've also got Spells Kites for all sorts of shenanigans that pops up. Great for countering like burn or creature removal, things like that. Then I've got 4 Phyrexian Crusaders. It's ridiculously good. First strike, I don't really usually use it for infect. I usually use it for countering infect creatures or basic defense, because this thing is ridiculously good just by itself. And then yeah, and finally we have 4 Phyrexian Obliterators. Yep, very nice. Because of the new Phyrexia box, I can finally run all 4, and they're absolutely ridiculous, especially when you're running it with the Lash Wraith. So the basic ender here is Lash Wraith, Phyrexian Obliterator, or Lash Wraith with the Phyrexian Crusader. Either way, they work pretty well, and it takes a while to get there because there's so much creature removal, there's so much counter spells and things like that, which is why I have to run the discards, I have to run the spells kites, and then oftentimes I'll play an Obliterator on turn 4, it'll get removed, and then I'll be all sad. So that's what the Entomber Exarch is for. Grab them back and put them back into play. And then, so right here, these 12 cards are what makes this deck kind of win. If I don't get any of these, which is kind of not that often, so a lot of times I will have it in my hand or I'll draw into it, but that's what the Diabolic Tutors are for. So that really helps bring these cards into my hand, and I'm not too worried about the mana cost, even though it is 4. Mostly because I am trying to stall with discard and my own creature removal, stuff like that. So I do end up playing the long game, but if I'm able to disrupt early on, I can end it pretty quickly. Yeah, so I think, so turn 1, Despise, turn 2, Distress, make sure they don't have anything. Turn 3, I can probably either a Crusader or a Spells Kite for defense, and then maybe do some creature removal if I need to. Turn 4, Obliterator, turn 5, Lash Wraith, pay 4 life, and swing with a 9/9 Obliterator, something like that, and then hope that they don't have anything to get rid of my Obliterator or the Lash Wraith, because I do run into that pretty often. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys liked it, and stick around because the daily pack opening is going to be coming up shortly. Shoots! Thanks for watching, peace.